Greetings, loyal subjects, and welcome back to another episode of Sunless Sea. This is Chris of the California Kings, also known as Idaho Jack on Steam. Just had another update, so I'm going to check and see. Let's see. The Bandage Poissonniere has a storyline. It is possible to visit Vienna, and by so doing, to doom London. Neptune's harlot haunts the seashore. Snuffers, cargo security, phantasmal encounters may be sold in the appropriate market. Cargo security and quartets now require 4 crew for a concert. Well, since all stories are up to date, let's load. Let's hop right back into the game. I parked at Irem so that I could be right here in order to just jump right into it. I've got a sack of dark drop coffee beans, so that should allow me access into the city, from what I understand. So I think today we'll do this, Irem, and we'll go hit up Frostfound, which, according to the most recent patch notes, you better have a good reason for going to Frostfound. I don't know what that good reason is, but... Irem, the Pillared City. She will rise from the sea in the ice like dawn. She will be garlanded with red and decked with gold. The Seventh Serpent will watch you longingly from its high pedestal. You will always arrive as a stranger, but when you leave, some part of you will always remain. Rest, traveler. All waters are warm, all cushions are petal soft. Lay your head here, you will be healed. Or better yet, you will be renewed. Payment in coffee? Yes, please. Alright, so there it is, unlocked. The House of the Amber Sky is a roofless space beneath the false stars of the Neath, rich with the scent of Irem roses. Despite the ice, it's warm as a desert evening. You will arrange yourself on the cushions, close your eyes just for a moment. Oh, the mirror marches. Beneath the skin of dreams, behind the faces of mirrors, an orange sun falls in a fervid sky. Here are the borderlands of that place, close by Irem, and closer still to the House of the Amber Sky. And here you are, in another place. The sun is warm on your uncovered head. Ooh, rare fruit, rarest fruit, but I don't have... Okay. I don't have a wound, and I don't have a Z story, so... Rest, recover, dream. The jungle around you is rich with violently colored fruit, buzzing with insects and unseen life. Explore a little. A shattered tower. At the top of a low hill, a tower stump stands. The masonry looks Iremi. The door is rotted, the space within filled with thorned vines, but cracked mirrors still hang on the walls, and in each one you see a different scene. Bright-eyed soldiers bind sharks in iron. Ooh. Claymen war with clothes colonies on the streets of Oh, wait a minute. The alarming scholar cracks soul tubes between his teeth. Truth, dream, or both. Bright-eyed soldiers find sharks in iron. Okay. Excuse me for that. So those are the bound sharks. Claymen war with clothes colonies in the streets of Polythreme. When we did the last tour, and I brought the tomb colonists to Polythreme, there was a big fight between the Claymen and the tomb colonists. So that's very interesting. I've gained 10 fragments. I've gained 2 memories of distant shores. I've lost 20 terror, and that's all for now. Shops. Okay, so the Fisher of Dawn. Very interesting items. Wind come calling. Tails, tails, and tails. An extraordinary implication. Part of me really wants to buy this. I remember seeing it here last time. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. But I don't want to give up money. Do I have a strange catch? I'm just going to buy a strange catch. I'm going to load up on some fuel. And I think for now that's just going to... I think that's just going to cut it for now. Boop-a-doop. Alright. So I want to go to Frostfound, but first I wanted to cut away some of this blackness here, because as you can see, there isn't much that I have not seen. And it looks like I've got some land masses here, so I just want to see. Let's head on over. We're getting closer and closer. I film quite a few episodes in advance. So like today is about a week before the release of Sunless Sea, the full release. But by the time I put this up, it'll be like 2 days before. I'm gonna wait a little bit to try and get like whatever last updates are set up before I, because I'm gonna have a video that comes out on the 6th itself to celebrate the full release of the game. So I'm just gonna kind of, you know, I'm gonna give it, you know, I just downloaded the most recent update here. I'm gonna see if there's anything else that updates before Pearl, which is the final version of the game. Let's see what we got. Oh, frogs. Hello, frogs. Sea map. Here in the Sea of Lilies. Over here. Oh, there's a ship. Hello. Oh, you. What is that? It just jumped straight ahead. Oh, whoa. What did I? Nupmit Harbor. What the fuck is that? Oh, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Except I can't actually. Whoa, what are you doing over there? Okay. Alright. This ship is just bouncing up and down. Nupmit Harbor. Well, this is something I've never seen before. Let's see what we got. Nupmit Harbor. Oh, it's a prison. The prison walls are mercilessly steep. Nupmit built this place as a prison for the Khanate. Now it answers only to its governor, and its governor answers to no one. Okay, let's see. What if I... Oh. What? Rescue prisoners? Well, the shady cook wants to go ashore. Water cool for prisons, he says dangerously. Let me slither to. Alright, go ashore. A warm welcome. Oh yes, the unctuous fellow assures you. We value enthusiasm over formal qualifications. The not oracles are always hungry, but they are also delicate in their tastes. Their meals must be prepared assiduously. I understand this fellow is intention to you? Well, we have collected tremendous stores of knowledge from the oracles. Tremendous. Let me give you some of my notes, and we will of course replenish your stores. Thank you so much. The cook darts eagerly into the prison. As soon as the doors are opened, he doesn't even say goodbye. I got 5 Z stories, 5 tales of terror, 5 memories of distant shore. I've gained 1 moves in the great game, 5 visions of the surface, 5 supplies. The shady cook is gone, but I gained 5 fuel, a strategic information, and a secret. Sweet mother! Well, that's something that doesn't happen like all the time ever. Holy nuts. Harbor provisioners. Holy nuts. Okay, well, that was pretty damn profitable. I will say goodbye to Mr. Shady Cook, and I will start making my way towards Frostfound. Now, as I was saying earlier, one of the more recent patch notes suggested that if you are going to Frostfound, you better have a good reason for it. The harbor is open. The last time I was there, there was nothing to do. So when we get there here in just a moment, we're going to see what possibly could be attained. So, where's Mount Palmerston? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a swing by Mount Palmerston on my way and, you know, find something to do there, compile a port report. Maybe I can take it down to, not Port Carnelian, but Adams Way. Adams Way, I can utilize it there. Anyways, I'm gonna jump ahead to Frostfound when I get there, and we'll see you there in a couple minutes. Well, here we are at Frostfound. Stoddard's Haven is the dock specifically. Let us see what business we can rile up here. Yes, discovering new things. Always happy with new things. Frostfound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. Engage an officer, the tireless mechanic. Fails and fuel efficiency. Interesting. I went through everything I did to get Maybe's rival, so I think I will. Oh my, you cannot enter Frostfound unless I have 50 mirrors, which I don't have. Okay. You cannot enter Frostfound if your terror is greater than 20, and you should not enter Frostfound without a good reason. So I need more mirrors. Well, that's great and everything. Let's take tea with the squatters at the dark. Some of them wear the robes of the Iremi riddlefishers. Some look like withering folk, but even more ragged, and they do seem a little more practical than either of those people. surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truth, a helpful Riddle Fisher explains as she fills your cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Irem and Wither meet here for... She pauses. Contests, she finished vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Iremi liqueurs, pale, withered beer, and something the Riddle Fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the Riddle Fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up again. We always feel bad for them. Okay, that's gonna be it for now. I don't want to engage a tireless mechanic. But let's while we're doing things, let's speak to the bandaged cook. Dine with the no, my captain. You shall dine with me. I have a strange catch, and I've got muter salt, and I have 1 supplies, and I've got the bandaged poissonniere. So let's see what this will lead us. The great work. Your companion barely eats. He has to cut the fish into tiny morsels to squeeze it through the gap in his bandages. Soon the cloth is stained with sauce. He throws down his fork. Look at me. I am not at my best, no? Believe me, your appetite would not be so strong if I removed my bandages. How long before my fingers fail? Or my tongue pickles? He swirls his wine. Captain, a request. I have cooked for barons and bishops, the Khan, the Empress, but there is one for whom I have not cooked. A creature of singular and achromatic tastes. I want to make him marvel. The chef's art is alchemy, and this would be my philosopher's stone, my immortality. Will you aid me? Bring your chef strange catches and live specimens to further his research. Yeah. Let's... Okay, so that is how we continue. Live specimens and strange catches. Okay, very interesting. Who is this? Oh, sorry, I have to actually click on that. Who is this that he wants to cook for? Your guess is as good as mine. Alright, here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take go to Polythreme, and then take everything to Fallen London. Do a lot of selling, or a lot of echoes if I'm gonna be going to Fallen London, and we're gonna make it worth our while, because we are here to make some fucking money. Echoes! Alright, I will return here shortly, and we'll go make ourselves some money. Okay, so here we are. Now, strategic. Now, I'm supposed to. What am I supposed to do? Strategic intelligence. Right-click to use this album. What do I use? Let's see. Assemble vital intelligence. Well, I've only got 1 strategic information. Makes sense. Just shorts. Moves in the great game. Okay. So I need another strategic information, which speak of moves in the great game. Gained 1 favor. Okay, so I still have 1 move in the great game. 1 times moves in the great game. Polythreme, turn that in. I'm supposed to get strategic information from Empire of Hands, but I couldn't last time I was there. It was just a comprehensive port report, which I turned in. But after turning in that comprehensive port report, it said that I should have something new in my lodgings. Interesting. An invitation to Benthic College. Your travels have caught someone's attention. Benthic College is pleased to invite you to an exclusive and educational evening with Lady Agatha Treadgold, delightful adventures, and raconteuse of thrilling true tales of feist and spunk. On the back scribbled note, come speak to me afterwards, darling. Opportunity beckons. Attend the lecture. Opportunities are always worth exploring, at least. Benthic is the most open-minded of the London colleges. You find yourself waiting for the lecture in a queue of students, devils and bohemians, observed with some scorn by passers-by in Somerset colours. An evening with the delightful adventuress. Whoever she is, she knows how to pack a hall. Not a seat is empty as she takes the stage. The fine cuisine of the Chelone, the darling Clayman, all but a prelude, my dears. Her stories tend towards the fanciful and conveniently unprovable, but the delightful adventuress has a credulous audience spellbound for hours. Many of her tales of monsters and lost cities have a common theme. She visited them ahead of a certain lady, Leonora Fortescue, the quite adorable, daring adventurer archaeologist, with whom she sparked a bracing rivalry back at finishing school. The rest are tales, bitter as the sourest grapes of being cheated of triumphs by the very same Fortescue, whose fanciful fictions are fit only for the penny dreadfuls. By the end, her stories are notably more bitter than boastful. She still receives a standing ovation. A business proposition. The delightful adventurous masked Clayman, Barnabas, escorts you to the principal Benthic's study, where she sits sipping brandy by the fire. Ah, my dear Capitano. Firelight glints in her eyes as she raises the glass. I hear you're reluctantly returned from the empire of, monkeys? Hands. Yes, of course. It is a rare breed that can make such a voyage foolhardy too, perhaps. She sips her brandy. I wish to charter your no doubt fine vessel to that primitive little island chain. There I shall find what I need to show up. I shall find what I need to show up the infernal Leonora Fortescue once and for all. And you, the delightful adventuress, squints, sizing you up. Sufficient compensation will not be a difficulty. A most mutually beneficial arrangement, you must agree. I will do it. I now have the delightful adventuress. Sweet! London. Deliver Clayman. Make some money. I accepted a thing for the blind bruiser, so that's why I have so many echoes now. A new recruit. The brisk campaigner. No. I'll not take her on. The lodgings. Time with your family. I've lost a free evening. We will enjoy your company. I've gained one restful night. I've lost 4 terror. Lodgings. Read the morning papers. Rest in the elegant townhouse. No. What shall we do next? I have so many things I could sell to you. What does my hold look like? 30 out of 40. Okay. Well, let's go to the London. Dry dock. How much? 100? Ah. I don't want to call in a favor with the Admiralty. I'll just use Cotterell and Hathridge. 100 Echo. Hull is all the way up. Percolative prisoners, honey. Engines. Oh! I have enough money to buy things to upgrade my ship. I hadn't really thought about that. House of Vision. Negative veils, mirrors 1. Negative veils and more mirrors. Oh, I do have money. I could upgrade. Well, let's 15 plus 2,000. Well, let's get ourselves some new engines. Let's do it. Ship. And my engines. Sweet! Okay. Now let's buy ourselves some fuel. Enough to make the long voyage. Okay. So we're going to head back to the Empire of Hands. let's see what our new engines can do for us. I'm like waiting. I'm like looking for the noticeable, like, oh, is it that much faster? I can't really tell. We'll probably make the trip in half the time now. 1,000. Speak to. Nope. I didn't. Oh, no. Stay there. I did not wish to unassign you. Okay. So I'm going to make a quick stop at the Khan's Heart and then end up in the Empire of Hands. So I'll be back in a short hop, skip, and a jump, and that will end this episode, I think. And we'll see you in 3, 2, 1. Alright, well, here we are once more at the Empire of Hands. And we will see what the daring adventuress wishes for us to do. I must admit I'm very intrigued, because I'm supposed to get strategic information here. Maybe now that I'm here for the second time, I'll be able to get that strategic information. I'll be able to submit moves in the great game, Vital Intelligence. A delightful welcome. The delightful adventuress leans over the rail of the ship, sniffing the humid air with evident distaste. What a filthy, damp little place. Oh well, we shall endure. At the sight of the mayor hobbling up, she straightens. A thin, insincere smile spreads across her face. Ah! You there, my good primitive, she calls, striding down the ramp and clasping his arm tight. Now then, I come in search of your first Emperor's Vault, and for that I shall be needing a few things. Some of your finest workers and tools and some food. Do you understand me? She shakes her head, barely waiting for a response. F-O-O-D, she repeats. Comprenas? Oh dear, I see we shall be here for a while. Listen, I hear you fellows rather like souls. Should we discuss that like higher primates? Payment for the journey. Barnabas stays to settle up while his mistress negotiates the value of her soul with the mayor. Barnabas removes his mask with what looks to be a silent moment of great relief. Underneath is nothing. Just a flat surface where his face should have been. Ah, an unfinished clayman. One of those flawed products of polythreme that follow their own rules. If only you'd known that before he boarded. Of course, that's why the adventuress never mentioned it. He silently presents you with your agreed fee, dips his head in a polite bow, and lumbers back to his mistress. It appears she has struck a deal with the mayor. The delightful adventurers will establish a base camp on Fountainhead Island. She welcomes your assistance as one who has proven to be not entirely useless. Okay. But I want strategic intelligence. I want strategic intelligence. Poop. Alright. Well, let's just check out Fountainhead Island. Ancient tombs and buried treasure. I'm always up for that. Visit the delightful adventuress's camp. With a small army of monkeys brought with her soul, she excavates the vault of the first emperor. Okay. The foliage is thick and unforgiving. A gift for the monkey emperor, the delightful adventuress has already uncovered and put aside many treasures. A small statue amongst them looks particularly interesting. Speak with the delightful adventuress to the vault of the first emperor. Oh, it's you, of course. Help me with these blasted maps, wouldn't you? These monkeys are quite clueless. She shakes her head. They claim our souls uplift them, but if you ask me, it's just a case of monkey see, monkey do. Can you believe that they think that Zeppelin of theirs will let them create a new empire? Wait! You there! Take that out of your mouth this very second! Let's look at the gift for the monkey emperor. Nobody's watching. At least you don't think so. It's hard to tell with Barnabas' blank face giving nothing away. Can he see? He seems to be able to somehow. In any event, he makes no move to raise an alarm as you take the small trinket. Let's go to the vault of the first emperor. It may look centuries old, but the entryway is relatively new. The monkeys can never leave it alone, always adding bits on their whims demand. Let's see. Outside the vault, the delightful adventuress flits back and forth between her base camp and the vault entrance. To rush, darling, is to call it tragedy. The delightful adventuress pays barely any attention to you as she prepares. She is not yet ready to open the vault. You should return later when she has had the chance to organize her monkey workers. This may take a while. Okay. Well, I'm just going to call that here. Thank you all so much for watching. We have, checked out a couple of different things, some new stuff. I like treasure hunts and jungle foliage. Empire of Hands is definitely, it's got me written all over it. You got your Zeppelin. Now we have the Adventurous there. I could see myself hanging out at the Empire of Hands for quite a long time. Anyways, couple of days now, once this video is posted, until the actual release, the full release of Sunless Sea, February the 6th. So be ready for it. Be excited for it. I know that I am, and I'm looking forward to any final patches that get thrown up here. So we will see you on the next episode, and until then, like, comment, and subscribe, and check out everything else we got going on the channel. Thank you so much.